This video is taken from June 12th, 2019. Let's get started. I love the GoPro Hero 7 Black. One of the wonderful things about the GoPro Hero 7 Black is the hyper smooth image stabilization that you can get with this camera. It's amazing. It makes it my favorite camera for taking wide angle video. And that gives you a good opportunity to be able to make some nice establishing shots. It's usually at the beginning of like a television show or a movie where you see a very wide vista. You get to see the area that's going to be filmed. And before they show you the close-ups, they show you close to things, they give you this wide angle shot. And that is what they call the establishing shot. It allows you to establish where you are and understand your surroundings as you begin to watch the video or the film or the TV show. The GoPro Hero 7 Black is amazing for that because even though GoPros have always been known for their shaky footage in the past, with this in-body digital image stabilization that comes with the GoPro Hero 7 Black, you're able to get this almost gimbal-like stability on your video, which is enormously helpful. So it's terrific, it's amazing, and it's so small and easy to take with me. I can take it anywhere. Then I went to Wood Islands, Prince Edward Island, where the Wood Islands ferry runs, and it's on the side of the ferry you'll see the words NFL, and that's not because they're supporting the National Football League, although there are probably some football fans who work at the ferry service. The name of the ferry service is NFL, Northumberland Ferries Limited, and that's why it says NFL on the side, which I always find a little humorous. But the ferries take cars and trucks to Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia, back and forth from Prince Edward Island to Nova Scotia or vice versa. This particular ferry takes cars on the top deck and cars and trucks on the bottom deck. It originally was serving between Borden, Prince Edward Island, and Cape Tormentine a lot of years ago. And then it ended up coming down to Wood Islands after a bridge was built. The Confederation Bridge was built. There is a man-made perch for osprey at Wood Islands now, which is amazing. It's wonderful. So what someone did, probably someone in the government I guess, is they built a telephone pole, placed it along the side of the road in Wood Islands, and they put a pallet on the top. So when you see this part of the video and you see this massive nest, you can tell that it's, if you can't tell, because it's maybe a little bit hard to figure out proportions on a video like this, but just think about that. If you know the size of a pallet, which like I said, I think it's around 4 feet by 3 feet or 2.5 feet by 3 feet, something like that. That gives you an idea, it gives you some perspective about how big this nest is. It's enormous, it's huge. And there's a female osprey in the nest and a male osprey that's never far away. The final part of this video, my favorite part, is some very cool things that I saw in the sky that night. And I'll just go through this. The first part was something I don't really recall seeing before. Maybe I've seen it and I just don't remember it, but after sunset, after the sky went through this beautiful red and pink and orange and, you know, darkened, and then the sky just went very dark, the clouds that were in the sky turned a ghostly white color. After dusk was over, it was all done, and then these clouds took on this ghostly white color that was it's very eerie looking. It looked like something you'd see in a sci-fi movie or some kind of a, you know, horror movie or something. It was very unearthly, but very beautiful. And in fact, I posted photos that I took that night online, and actually a couple of the photos are in this video as well. But I posted them online, and I asked people on Facebook what they thought they could see in those pictures, because it looked to me, I could see something. It looked like almost like a face that I could see in the video and in the pictures. It's very interesting looking. The final part of my work that day was to go out with my camera, put it on the tripod, and do some filming and some photos of the moon. There was a half moon that night that was quite beautiful, and also to take some pictures of of Jupiter, because Jupiter was at one of its close approaches to Earth on this particular night, and they were talking about it on the radio and on the television, so I decided I wanted to try to get some pictures while Jupiter was a little bit closer. But I ran into some problems, which you can probably see in the video. One thing that they tell you never to do is never leave image stabilization on when you have your camera on a tripod, and I made the mistake of leaving it on. So I had image stabilization on my lenses and on my camera, and I left it on while the camera was on a tripod. So that's a mistake, because the tripod will stabilize the camera, and when it's completely stable and stabilization is still left on your camera, then the camera is going to be fighting to try to stabilize something when there's nothing to stabilize, and it can actually make your video look more wobbly. So I apologize, that was a mistake I made. I'm going to have to edit that, and actually I'm going to have to just put that in my head, remember it, and make sure that I don't do that again in the next video. So in the future I'll be taking more shots of astronomical things like Venus and Mars and the moon and Jupiter and maybe some stars. I'm looking forward to being able to take more video of interesting things going on in the sky, and I hope that you'll be able to see some of that. Hope this is an interesting video for you. I just want to remind you of something. This is like a shameless promo of something that I've just come out with. I've started to release an album of my music entitled Carnival, which will be released throughout the summer, one song at a time. I've released my first single on June 19th, 2019. A little bit of that single will play at the end of this video. You can see in the show notes below how you can find this song, find the complete video, download the song, stream the song on your favorite streaming download platform. I'll put links in the show notes below. One last thing I want to say, thank you to all the people who have been supporting my videos, supporting my music, and I want to say I've got some fun things coming up, some exciting things are going to be happening in the next little while. I'm planning to have a giveaway to subscribers to my channel. So if you're interested and you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to have a chance to win a prize in the near future. There's going to be a prize, and I will be giving that to people who have subscribed to the channel. And there is a bit of news coming up that I think people are going to be interested in. I'm very excited about something that I want to add to my media that will make it, I think, more accessible to you. I think you're going to find it easier to find content that I'll be releasing with something that I'm pleased to announce very soon, maybe in 2 weeks' time. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being there, and I look forward to the next video. There will be a promo for my latest release from my album, Carnival, the latest release entitled Borderline. You're going to hear that promo directly after this. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.